Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian and I basically just bring you along throughout my life. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, I'll be sharing my September TBR with you guys. I cannot believe that it is September already. How did August go by so fast? That is my question for you guys. Let me know down below if you guys feel like August flew by or if that's just me. But besides that, it is September, so that means I will be sharing my September TBR with you guys. If you guys have not already watched my August wrap up, I'll have it linked down below for you guys to check it out so you guys know what books I read last month. Here are the 4 physical books that I have on my TBR this month, and then I do have quite a few on Kindle Unlimited this month because I have been trying to use that a little bit more. So I'm going to go through the physical books, and then I'll go through the Kindle Unlimited books with you guys. The first 3 books I'm going to share with you guys, I did go into a little bit more depth of what they were about in my book shopping video. I'm not going to go in depth of what those books are about because you can watch this video right here, which is my book shopping video where I explain what all the books that I got were about. Check out this video right here. And it will also be linked down below in the description as well. The first book on my September TBR is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This is actually a poetry book. I've never actually read a poetry novel before. I'm really excited that I got my hands on this one because I've been hearing so many good things about it, and I know this author is really known and loved for her work, so I'm really excited to get into this one. The next book I have on my September TBR is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. If you guys have watched my other videos, you guys know how much I wanted to get my hands on this book. I've heard unlimited good things about this book. A lot of my favorite booktubers, this is their all-time favorite book. So this is one of my most anticipated reads this month, so I really hope it doesn't let me down. Can we just talk about how beautiful this cover is? I know there's a yellow version of this cover as well, but I don't know why. I just preferred the blue. Literally we all know I love a pretty cover. Let's be honest here, who doesn't? The next book on my September TBR is Set on You by Amy Lee. I'm not too sure when this book got released, but I haven't seen too much hype around it. I've seen a little bit here and there, but not like a lot of the other books circulating Booktok and Booktube and all that jazz. As soon as I got this book recommended to me, I knew that I had to get it because it does deal with romance, obviously, but it's a fitness romance. I personally have not read a book that focuses on a fitness romance before, so I thought that would be interesting and new to me, so I knew I had to pick this one up. The next book I have on my September TBR is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Wanga. This book was actually on my August TBR. I didn't end up getting to it. I just had so many books on my TBR. I just wasn't in the mood to read it. I'm a mood reader if you guys also did not know, so I just wasn't in the mood to read this book. Just a recap on what this one is about because I feel like I didn't really explain it in my August TBR last month. I'm just going to read you guys the back so you guys get a gist of what it's about. 16-year-old physics med Aisel is obsessed with plotting her own death. With a mother who can barely look at her without wincing, classmates who whisper behind her back, and a father whose violent crime rocked her small town, Aisel is ready to turn her potential energy into nothingness. There's only one problem. She's not sure she has the courage to do it alone. But once she discovers a website with a section called Suicide Partners, Aisel's convinced she's found her solution, Roman. A teenage boy who's haunted by a family tragedy is looking for a partner. Even though Aisel and Roman have nothing in common, they slowly start to fill in each other's broken lives. But as their suicide pact becomes more concrete, Aisel begins to question whether she really wants to go through with it. Ultimately, she must choose between wanting to die or trying to convince Roman to live so they can discover the potential of their energy together. I'm glad to say that I will be reading this month, considering I have already started it and I have been loving it so much. From how much I've read so far, I do think that this book is going to be very enjoyable, and I think it will be definitely at least a 4-star rating for me. Please make sure you guys check trigger warnings on this book as it does deal with dark subjects, and just know what you guys are getting into before you start reading this book because it is not a light read. I also forgot to mention that some of these books are actually for an upcoming video that I have planned, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that coming up. Now that I went through all my physical books on my September TBR, I'm going to go through all the books that I want to read on Kindle Unlimited. The first one is Faking with Benefits by Lily Gold. So this book follows Layla Thompson, and she's apparently undateable. That is how she describes herself. So she's looking for 3 boyfriends, and they have to be tall, ripped, and they also have to teach her how to kiss. Layla is currently 28, she's turning 30, and she hasn't had a boyfriend yet. But with her 3 charming, overprotective guy best friends, they are determined to find Layla a boyfriend. With that, they pretend to be her fake boyfriends, and they plan lots of fake dates, little flirtatious conversations, all of the above, in exchange for her to feature once a week on their podcast that they have. As the story progresses and as the lessons get more intense, Layla wants the actual thing. She doesn't want to pretend anymore. And that's when the drama starts piling in. There's a bunch of fake dating, lots of love interests, fake friendships, and so much more. I mostly just want to read this because I was scrolling through Kindle Unlimited and I came across it and I read the synopsis and it sounded really interesting. That is why it's on my September TBR. No other reasoning. The next book on Kindle Unlimited that is on my September TBR is Murder Mystery Book Club #1 by Danielle Collins. To give you a little summary of what this book is about, we have our main character, Eva Stewart, which she runs a beautiful, charming bed and breakfast in Florida Keys with her pet parrot that is very talkative. And Eva loves murder mysteries. She even has her own murder mystery book club. It isn't until one day that a dead body is found near her bed and breakfast and she has a real actual murder on her hands. So now it comes down to if she'll be able to help solve this murder with everything that is at stake, especially her life, or if her book smarts are going to get the best of her. This is also another book that I just came across while I was scrolling through Kindle Unlimited. I feel like I haven't really read a cozy mystery before, so that is definitely new to me, and it's not that long of a book, so I feel like with the other books on my September TBR, they're a little bit longer. So if I just want a refreshing short book, I feel like this one will be perfect. It sounds interesting, cute, and funny, and lighthearted, so yeah. And the last book that I have on my September TBR that's on my Kindle Unlimited is Wild Souls by Faith Prince. I actually have never heard of this book. The author of this book actually follows me on Goodreads and she reached out to me to check out her book, so I thought it would be perfect to include this into my September TBR. To give you guys a little bit of backstory on what this book is about, we have our two main characters, Ethan and Gianna. Ethan sees right through skin and bone and can see your soul. And he can do this because his visions basically expose the true nature of each person that he meets. But in the town that he lives in, he's known as a freak, a liar, and he's delusional. But then we have Gianna, and Gianna actually likes Ethan a lot. But she also has no idea that he has this ability to be able to look into souls. But because Gianna is having some family issues at home, Ethan kind of helps distract her from those struggles at home, and she just loves having him around. As they get to know each other, something strange happens with Ethan's ability, which could ultimately make or break their relationship that they have. This book seems super cute, and I actually have also started reading this already, and going into it, I didn't think that it was going to be the book for me, but I still wanted to give it a try and help a small author out. Actually am enjoying it so much. And I can already tell that I love the author's writing and it's such a cute book and it's so funny. Yeah, these are all the physical books and Kindle Unlimited books that I have on my September TBR this month. Like I said before, I do have a video planned coming out that features a lot of these books, so please stay tuned for that as it will be coming soon. Overall, I'm so excited to dive into as many of these books as I physically can for the month. I have a lot of anticipation for these books and I really hope they don't let me down. As always, I will have my September wrap up coming out at the end of the month so you guys get to know all my thoughts, opinions, and ratings on these books here, which I'll be excited to share with you when that time comes. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you give it a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and turn the post bell notification on so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video. I hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!